Help me welcome Executive Marketing Director, Avijot Singh.
$1 billion company. Wow. Isn't it amazing? While coming on the stage, I was just recalling, how God's plan could be bigger than what you plan for yourself. So when I came to Canada about 10 years back, I could not recall, but the moment I entered into the arena, and I recall the first shift I did in Canada was cleaning the arena in Ottawa at Canadian Tire Convention Center. Right? And we used to, rinse them off from the top, come down, and we used to clean up the entire arena after the game. Right? So it's such a blessing to be here in front of you. So first of all, thanks to God, thanks to my family, thanks to my loving partner, and thanks to our leadership. Without them, we are nothing. And thanks to our beautiful and hard-working team. Just because of all of you, we are here on stage. Right? So thank you all. So first of all, I want to ask you a few questions. How many of you feel, you were pushed into the arena by your trainer? How many of you feel that, he did a great job pushing you in? Where else you could find this kind of environment where people are going to talk about winning and people are going to talk about the personal development for next 3 days? Are you all ready? Right? And I was just thinking, okay, sometimes when we are struggling, God has a plan, because before God rebuilds you, God will first break you. And I hope all of you are ready to rebuild yourself. And so all of you who are here for first timers, so this event is all about you, and I want all of you to feel this is happening for you, not for anybody else. Are you with me? That every speaker is talking to you, not for anybody else. Because when you feel that everything has been planned for you, you will absorb much faster, right? So talking about my background, I graduated from Master's in Engineering with $40,000 of debt. The loan dictated how I'm gonna live my life. And I did all the odd jobs to pay my loan and pay my bills. And I drove Uber full time as well. And then I thought maybe a 6-figure job would help me to dress up sharply and help me to live a better life. But my perception was wrong. So nothing seems to change, until I realized a couple of things. I want you to write it down a couple of questions. The questions I asked myself about 6 years back. That Avijot, do you want to stay average in the comfort zone, or are you going to step up, get your courage to step into the uncomfort zone to win big for your family? And second, do you want to become victim of the situations, or are you going to actually emerge as a victorious to win big for your family? Right? How many of you are ready to step into the uncomfort zone and emerge victorious out of this convention? Please say it louder, yes, guys. So we are here to participate, right? Please, have a more connection. You can say louder yeses. So let me jump into my topic. So my topic is all about change, right? Because these couple of questions made me to think, okay, that something needs to be changed if I want to really elevate my thinking, right? So stepping into my topic, so let's look into how Canadians live today, right? Do you agree that most of Canadians, they struggle with something called mortgage and debt, right? And do you also agree that most of the times the clearance aisles in the grocery stores, they basically clean very faster, right? And how many of you, when you order an Uber and somebody who is elderly come there to pick you up? Can you all relate, right? So let's look into some of these stats as well. Look into the stats as it says that in Canada, every $100 Canadians earn, they end up spending $173. Isn't it a worry? Right? And as it says that most of the Canadians, they have changed their grocery store just because they cannot afford the groceries. Isn't it sad? Do you think something needs to be changed? People are looking for opportunities, right? So then looking into the credit card bills, as it says, TransUnion says that people want to increase their credit limits just because they can keep up to the lifestyle, right? And retirement challenge, do you know that 60% people, they feel they will be outliving their savings and they will never be able to retire, right? And on top of that, do you know that 219 companies so far in Canada, they laid off their workers in 2025, and before coming to convention, I saw Ontario board is laying off 10,000 teachers just because of lack of immigrant students. Do you think something needs to change? Or are you going to stay average, or are you going to go back the same person you came with? I hope you're all ready for the change, right? Moving next, how many of you know about the baby boomers? Canada is going through one of the biggest transition, and do you know $1 trillion is going to be transferred to the next generation? And this number is going to go to about over $100 trillion to be transferred by 2048. And what do you think is the biggest challenge when the wealth gets transferred? Taxes, lack of financial education. The next generation don't know how to manage it, right? So, as you can all relate, that this is what Canadians are struggling with, and this is what Canadians are facing. Stress levels going up, lack of quality family time, and this North American dream seems like a distant dream, isn't it? Right? So before I wrap up, I just want to ask a couple of questions. A couple of questions. You happen to be in a financial sector. You're sitting over here. You happen to be in a distribution business, which is the future. You happen to be building your own company within a company, and you happen to be in a leadership business. And that was me, but do not relate your present with your, do not confuse your present with your future. And I believe this is what I always lived with. Reality is reality, but perception is reality. And before perception is acceptance. And that was me first year in the business, driving Uber, first year full-time $15,000. But what this business has given us is a dream, right? It is not about the materialistic things, it is about the values you're building, right? An entire goal, I want to end with this. Do you believe that God's plan is bigger than your plan? But do you believe in it? Do you believe why God has put you in this arena for 3 days? You left your job, left your families. Don't you think God is planning something bigger for you? Right? So ending with this, entire world is changing. Do you agree? The AI is coming. People are looking for change. But let's change before you have to. Are you all in? Right, with this, let's everybody stand up. Let's fill this arena with the high energy. And I'm going to ask, who is going to change? Say I am. Are you ready? Who is going to change? I am. Who is going to change? I am. Who is going to change? I am. With this, thank you so much. Have a powerful next 3 days. See you all at the top. With this, I'll go back here. Thank you. So let's make a noise now.